Welcome back to everything, Burning Dog fans. I thought before I bid this cluster of mice adieu, I would read their entry. A mouse is a small rodent characteristically having a pointed snout, small rounded ears, a body-length scaly tail, and a high breeding rate. The best-known mouse species is the common house mouse. It is also a popular pet. In some places, certain kinds of field mice are locally common. They are known to invade homes for food and shelter. Domestic mice sold as pets often differ substantially in size from the common house mouse. This is attributable both to breeding and to different conditions in the wild. The most well-known strain, the white lab mouse, has more uniform traits that are appropriate to its use in research. Cats, wild dogs, foxes, birds of prey, snakes, and even certain kinds of arthropods have been known to prey heavily upon mice. I believe arthropods are spiders. Nevertheless, because of its remarkable adaptability to almost any environment, the mouse is one of the most successful mammalian genera living on Earth today. Primarily nocturnal animals, mice compensate for their poor eyesight with a keen sense of hearing, and rely especially on their sense of smell to locate food and avoid predators. They're also weirdly adorable. Well, in that case... What have you been doing this entire time? There are altogether too few of these friends. That's better. Better. Ready? Excellent. Now you know who really needs our help. The mammoth. They're extinct where I come from, you know. I love the flip they do whenever they get spawned. And the popping noise. Can you even imagine what a wildlife researcher would do if they saw elephants doing this? The land is lousy with alpacas now, and I like that. I've not been... or I have been this tree. There we go. Up we go. Back out into space. Let's see if we can find the green planet. The name would suggest I look for a green planet. What if I try to find... That's right, I did that once before, didn't I? Oopsie, I'm in here now. What the hell is that? Wait. Okay, props. I think it's an oil rig. Why does it have a crane on the side? Called it. Maybe this will tell us. An oil platform, offshore platform, or colloquially, oil rig, is a large structure with facilities to drill wells, to extract and process oil and natural gas, or to temporarily store product until it can be brought to shore for refining and marketing. In many cases, the platform contains facilities to house the workforce as well. Depending on the circumstances, the platform may be fixed to the ocean floor, may consist of an artificial island, or may float. That seems like a really bad call if you're drilling for oil, but whatever. Remote subsea wells may also be connected to a platform by flow lines and by umbilical connections. These subsea solutions may consist of one or more subsea wells, or of one or more manifold centers or multiple wells. And now I'm in space. Oh, I always want to know what it would look like on a ring planet. They don't even show you the rings. Look at this! There's an oil well over here, like the one we just encountered. We're on a totally different planet, which makes it really interesting that it looks exactly the same. Is that another one over there? Huh. Oh my god, it works! I noticed that ball in the middle seems to indicate when I can create more. This makes no sense at all. I love it. Coming through. We're big and important. Take that, crust. We're drilling right into you. Nope, the continent does not give a shit about the affairs of buildings. No comment. Arctic helicopter. A helicopter is a type of rotor craft in which lift and thrust are supplied by rotors. This allows the helicopter to take off and land vertically, to hover, and to fly forward, backward, and laterally. These attributes allow helicopters to be used in congested or isolated areas where fixed-wing aircraft and many forms of VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, cannot perform. Helicopters are developed during the first half century of flight, with the first operational helicopter being built in 1936. I did not know that. Some helicopters reached limited production, but it was not until 1942 that a helicopter designed by Igor Sikorsky reached full-scale production, with 131 aircraft built. Though most earlier designs used more than one main rotor, it is a single main rotor with anti-torque tail rotor configuration that has become the most common helicopter configuration. Tandem rotor helicopters are also in widespread use due to their greater payload capacity. Coaxial helicopters, tilt-rotor aircraft, and compound helicopters are all flying today. Quadcopter helicopters pioneered as early as 1907 in France. What? And other types of multicopter have been developed for specialized applications such as unmanned drones. Maybe I shouldn't do this while I'm an item with, that makes a lot of noise. Looks like a fishing boat to me. Oh, there was something down there. That's really creepy. That's why I don't like the ocean, man. It's freaky sometimes. Nice. We are boats. Oh my god, the higher pitched tone. Oh, of course, all those guys I created earlier are just hanging out now. Because they don't move in real life. We're a convoy! No, not a convoy. We're an armada! That's the word. Get more boats. Must get more boats. Congratulations, you're coming with us. We are friends together. I really like that all their lights flash when that happens. Oh! And now they've come on because it's dark. This is all destined to fall into nothing at the bottom of the ocean. It's not so bad down there, though. I'm hoping part of myself will make it into the brain of a dog, and I will come to live with you, and remind you who I am. Huh. You know, I remember being taught when I was a kid that all the matter in the universe is endlessly being recycled, and that the stuff that makes up your body might have once been a star, or, you know, a nebula, or something. It never occurred to me to think about it in the other direction. The atoms that make up my hand might one day become the brain of a dog. It's all just carbon, right? Technically, it's a ship, but I'll allow it. Cargo ship. A cargo ship or freighter is any sort of ship or vessel that carries cargo, goods, and materials from one port to another. Thousands of cargo carriers ply the world's seas and oceans each year, handling the bulk of international trade. Cargo ships are usually specially designed for the task, often being equipped with cranes and other mechanisms to load and unload, and come in all sizes. Today they are almost always built by welded steel, and have some expectations generally, and with some exceptions, generally have a life expectancy of 25 to 30 years before being scrapped. A fishing trawler, also known as a dragger, is a commercial fishing vessel designed to operate fishing trawls. Trawling is a method of fishing that involves actively dragging or pulling a trawl through the water behind one or more trawlers. Trawls are fishing nets that are pulled along the bottom of the sea or in mid-water at a specified depth. A trawler may also operate 2 or more trawl nets simultaneously, double rig and multi-rig. An icebreaker is a special-purpose ship or boat designed to move and navigate through ice-covered waters, and provide safe waterways for other boats and ships. Although the term usually refers to ice-breaking ships, it may also refer to smaller vessels, such as the ice-breaking boats that were once used in the canals of the United Kingdom. For a ship to be considered an icebreaker, it requires 3 traits most normal ships lack: a strengthened hull, an ice-clearing shape, and the power to push through sea ice. Icebreakers clear paths by pushing straight into ice pockets. The bending straight of sea ice is so low that usually the ice breaks without noticeable change to the vessel's trim. In cases of very thick ice, an icebreaker can drive its bow... Is it bow or bow? I don't rightly know. Onto the ice to break it under the weight of the ship. Because a buildup of broken ice in front of a ship can slow it down much more than a breaking of the ice itself, icebreakers have a specially designed hull to direct the broken ice around or under the vessel. The external components of the ship's propulsion system, propellers, propeller shafts, etc., are at an even greater risk of damage than the vessel's hull. So the ability of an icebreaker to propel itself onto the ice, break it, and clear the debris from its path successfully is essential for its safety. I really profoundly hope not. I wonder if there's any submarines in here. This is an ice planet. Maybe somewhere else. Oh, right, not big enough. No! Well, that was a mistake. Now I'm this tree. Can't see anything down there. No! I did it again! I'm like a fishing lure or something. Why am I only that color on the top? Is that weird? That feels weird. Why is there a Spanish onion here? Why are there strawberries here? Okay, that's this. Oh, pine trees. Pine trees have needles instead of leaves because they're active all throughout the year. And there's less moisture in each individual needle than in any given leaf, which means they're less likely to freeze solid in the winter. Hello. The gramophone is a device invented in 1877 for the mechanical recording and reproduction of sound. The sound vibration waveforms are recorded as a corresponding physical deviations of a spiral groove engraved, etched, incised, or impressed into the surface of a rotating cylinder or disc called a record. To recreate the sound, the surface is similarly rotated, while a playback stylus traces the groove and is therefore vibrated by it, very faintly reproducing the recorded sound. Oh shit, there's a whole thing over there. Look at that. That is the noise snow makes when you step on it, for those of you who live in warmer climates. Hello. Well, don't I feel snubbed? I wonder if I can... Oh, I can't dance by myself. Everyone knows only one snowman cannot reproduce. Hello, what are you, bulrushes? I was a gramophone. There's the timer again, so I'm gonna see what it says about this, and call it an episode. A snowman is an anthropomorphic snow sculpture often built by children in regions with sufficient snowfall. In North America, a typical snowman consists of 3 large snowballs of different sizes, with some additional accoutrement for facial and other features. Common accessories include branches for arms and a rudimentary smiley face, with a carrot standing in for a nose. Human clothing, such as a hat or scarf, may be included. Low cost and availability are the common issues, and snowmen are usually abandoned to the elements once completed. Well, I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you on the next episode of everything. Yes, I'll see you next time on everything, I'll say, when we head up there and find out what's waiting for us with those little barns. Later!